What's up, guys? This is Heis, and today we're coming at you from across the street from the Railroad Museum after hours, because what we got to talk about today has nothing to do with the museum. And yes, I spent most of the day in the firebox and my hair is all messed up, but I wanted to talk to you guys about this. This is my 1968 Pontiac GTO. It is far from a perfect car. It's very much a 15-foot car, as we say in the industry. But it's mine. It's big. It's vaguely fast. And it's red. And I've done a fair amount of work to it. But it's far from perfect. There's little bits of rust in the door. That's the worst part of rust on the car. Thankfully, the floors are actually pretty solid. And there's little bits of bubbling around the back window, like they tend to get. So I couldn't have staged this if I tried. That white car pulling away. Just a guy who saw me drive across the street and had to pull in and stop and go, "Is that a GTO?" Yeah, it is. It's far from perfect, but it's still a GTO. There's lots of little things up with it. You got rust bubbling in the trunk lid. For those of you who don't know old cars, that's one of the places where you fill gas is behind the license plate. The rims on it are actually original 1968 Rally 2 rims. The car didn't come with them, and I actually searched them out because I really love the way they look. And got those swapped over with all the correct trim ring and caps and lug nuts and all that jazz. Somebody took the mirror off the passenger side, and it's also the wrong mirror. They plugged the actual mirror hole. I would love to know the story of this car. And then here's the sadness. We had a small incident with the garage door the one day, and the fender's a little bit out of alignment anymore. I don't think the bumper actually shifted too terribly much from where it used to sit. I think it peeled the fender and pushed the bumper a little bit, but stuff to fix someday. People want to have cars like this so that they can have a perfect showpiece or something that looks great. And mine does not look that great, but it's a lot of fun. I love this thing. It's rock and roll. It's fun. It's not terribly fast, but it makes a lot of loud noises, which I like. So, far from a perfect car, but I'm working on it and enjoying it while I do. Now, if we pop this, here we have the business end with the vacuum light covers that sort of work. They do open at least, but they don't want to stay up all the way, and that's the whole thing. Got the original 400 in here, 400 cubic inch V8. Custom modification by the alignment shop to keep the plug wires off of the front suspension. I redid the front suspension. New bushings, new ball joints, new tie rods, new steering box. I did all the steering and front suspension on the car. It really needed it. But Edelbrock performance intake, spread bore, Edelbrock chrome air cleaner, man. Adds all the horsepower in the world. But the interesting thing you can see under the hood is the original color of the car. The car was originally Verduro green, which is the color that you just saw. And it had a gold vinyl top, and the interior was white parchment. I can see why someone changed it, but funnily enough, I can't find pictures of a 68 GTO with those options. So it must have been a relatively rare setup, which is kind of fun. Some previous owner, it's had multiple owners, decided that they wanted to make it look like the Judge. And a lot of you guys who may know GTO stuff might see this and go, "Is it a Judge?" Well, the Judge came around in 69, so 68 it wasn't an option. But as such, the guy painted it red, painted the hood scoops in the hood there, painted them black, which is something that the Ram Air cars had, not the stock cars like this. My car's not a Ram Air car. So they should have been red and they should have been filled in, but he cut the hood scoops out and painted it black like it's a Judge and painted the car red, kind of like it was a Judge. So a lot of little modifications. We go inside, we see a very tired front seat and a not too tired passenger seat and actually pretty decent looking back seat. and a package tray that I never finished installing. What is time? Headliner's pretty decent. I can never get the dome light to close. And overall, it's not the worst interior in the world. It's actually pretty decent. The speakers are totally aftermarket. It didn't have speakers in the door, and they're kind of installed like crap. But, you know, that's the joys of multiple owners in a car. Well, another neat thing about GTO, it's got 3 pedals. And I'm sure most of my audience being young, there's 5 of you who knows what that means, but the rest of you don't. 3 pedals means, of course, it's manual transmission, and I know I'm joking. There are actually a lot of you guys, based on comments, actually drive stick, but still have a old brass key, and we'll sell these eventually, by the way, in case you want one. As it's a carbureted car, give it a couple pumps on the gas. She wasn't even camera shy, how about that? She's all put together for the most part, and it feels nice being inside here. 68 was the last year of the vent window, so there's your air conditioning. The heater does work, but the air conditioning is the window. Let's go hear what it sounds like out back. Guys, I hope you liked a little look at the GTO. You know, if you want to see some more car stuff, hear about more car things or car projects, because Lord knows I got a list of stuff to do on this thing. So if you'd like to see it on the channel, just let me know. That's one of my other passions, less so than all the choo-choo trains over across the street, but still fun. Thanks so much for watching.